Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with the next review of the Goosebumps Challenge. This time I reread Piano Lessons Can Be Murder. Piano Lessons Can Be Murder is Goosebumps book number 13 out of the original 62. This was actually the second Goosebumps book I ever read, if I remember correctly. Monster Blood, of course, was the first, which I mentioned in my first review of the Goosebumps Challenge. The color scheme on this book is a dark maroon lettering and light blue. The cover, as you can see, is just two hands playing a piano, and the tagline reads, "Play it again, hands." Piano Lessons Can Be Murder is the story of 12-year-old Jerry, who moves into a new house with his parents. The house is old and cold, and the floorboards creak. It's much bigger than his last house, though. On moving day, while exploring, Jerry finds his way up to the attic. It is there where he finds a piano, left behind by the previous owners. Jerry's parents offer him the opportunity to take piano lessons, and he accepts. And so, the piano is moved downstairs into the family room. At night, while his parents sleep, Jerry begins hearing piano music playing. It's a soft, sad song coming from the family room. But when he goes downstairs to see who's playing the mournful melody, there's no one there. When he touches the piano bench, it's warm, as if someone had just been sitting there. Of course, when Jerry tells his parents about this, they don't believe him. After all, he admittedly has a twisted sense of humor. Night after night, Jerry hears someone playing the same sad song on the piano. He soon begins taking piano lessons from a man named Dr. Shriek, spelled S-H-R-E-E-K. Dr. Shriek seems jolly enough, and even reminds Jerry of Santa Claus. He compliments Jerry's hands, saying they're excellent. Dr. Shriek constantly stares at them, too. It's almost as if he is obsessed with Jerry's hands. The first few piano lessons take place at Jerry's house, but then Dr. Shriek decides to move the lessons to his school. It's in a huge, creepy old building across town. Tall hedges block it, and they're covered in snow, because this book takes place during the winter. Jerry thinks Dr. Shriek's school looks more like a prison than a music school. All of the windows are barred, and moss covers the sides of the building. The inside of the school is very dark, with long, narrow hallways. Jerry finds himself lost inside time and time again. After meeting a girl at school named Kim, who happens to live across the street from Jerry, he invites her over for some hot cocoa. That's when she tells him the stories floating around about Dr. Shriek's school. According to Kim, students have been known to go in, but never come out. Jerry believes it's just a rumor, though, and when he tells her about the piano playing music by itself, she thinks it's just a joke. Is there any truth to Kim's story, though? Who's playing the mournful melody on Jerry's piano? At first he thought piano lessons can be fun, but soon Jerry learns piano lessons can be murder. This book was very nostalgic for me, being the second Goosebumps book I ever read. As I turned each page, I remembered more and more about the story. Rereading this one also confirmed to me once and for all that Goosebumps books really are pure horror. I've said this before. I know a lot of you who haven't read Goosebumps probably think they're tame. After all, the target audience is children. But believe me when I say, there is definite nightmare fuel in a lot of these books. They could not only be adapted into TV episodes like many of them have, but also feature-length films. They truly are like reading the chapter book equivalent of horror movies. There is some scary stuff in Piano Lessons Can Be Murder, and I've always loved the title as well. not to mention this awesome cover. I love the old house setting, as well as the Shriek School. The snowy atmosphere really adds another layer of intensity. Like all of the others so far, this Goosebumps book is very well paced. R.L. Stine really perfects the flow of these stories. The chapters simply bleed into each other. And he continues to write really strong protagonists as well. Piano Lessons Can Be Murder is another awesome selection in the Goosebumps series. Have you read it? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. What will I reread and review next for the Goosebumps Challenge? Check back soon to find out. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.